Hello, boys and girls. How are you doing on today? It is Angela Anderson of Angel's Literary Cafe. And boys and girls, I am hanging out with Parker J. Cole. Parker, you know
Yes.
I'm extra. You know I'm extra, my friend. Thank you so much for accepting the invitation to come back to hang out with us here on the cafe. And boys and girls, we are here with Parker J. Cole for her new release, The Duke's Defiant Cinderella.
Oh
Now,
yeah.
Parker, is this your debut Harlequin historical romance?
Yes, it is.
Yes,
Yes.
I
Yes.
love that. I love that. Well, boys and girls, if you're just joining us again, it's Angela's Literary Cafe, guys, hanging out with Parker J. Cole. Thank you so much for joining us on today. We're going to be talking about her debut Harlequin historical fiction, the Duke's Defiant Cinderella. I am so we're going to talk about that title too, Parker, as well. And they are chiming in, my friend. We have Tiffany Jones of Tisk Happy Place, author Sharon Blunt hanging out with us on today. Jennifer Copeland hanging out with us. Mama Tony hanging out with us. Oh my goodness, guys. Author Belle Calhoun is hanging out with us on today as well. They're telling you congratulations, Parker. You got Veronica Lockett hanging out with us. Midnight Book Bar hanging out with us as well. And again, congratulations from the Literary Cafe. That is just so exciting for me. When I saw the cover, I was so excited for you and proud of you as well. So, Parker, saying all that, introduce yourself to the people, my friend.
Well, I'm Parker J. Cole, and I write historical romance. I love writing historical romance, and I'm also a podcaster and a speaker. And what makes the Duke's Defiant Cinderella so significant that it is my entrance into the general market. I usually write, and I will continue to write for the faith-based market, but this is my general offering to the general market, and it is extremely exciting. Veronica, thank you so much for welcoming me. I gotta tell you, Angie, so many Harlequin authors have been so supportive and just saying hello and welcome to the family. And
I
it has
love
been
that.
beautiful. Absolutely so.
I love that. Well, we are super duper proud of you, my friend. And like I said, I was like, we gotta celebrate at the cafe. So again, like I said, thank you so much for accepting the invitation to come back and hang out with us and talk about this story. And so, Parker, I want to talk about your experience because, like you said, this is your debut with the Harlequin historical romance line or what have you. When you got that notification that it was a go and that you would be writing a story for that line, what was that feeling like, my friend?
Most people don't know I have been working on this particular manuscript for 2 years. I
Oh,
have rewritten it 7 times. I kid you not,
she's spilling the tea,
because
boys and girls.
it's 7 times. A lot of people could not deal with that level of revision and redraft. However, I was determined to keep moving because this was literally the opportunity of a dream come true. So when I got the call from my editor, her name is Carly, I thought we were going to be talking about more revisions. And so when she said, we want to offer you a contract, I blacked out. What I mean by blacked out, I blanked out. I literally was like, cooking. I literally just started talking about cooking. Nothing more than I have no idea why cooking even came to mind. I just started saying, "Well, yeah, I cook." Right? I don't know. I don't know what I said. I can't even remember. I just know it's about cooking. And
Look, I'm
Carly,
trying to show the cover because
oh yeah, I can show
Author
it
Belle
here.
Calhoun is saying that the cover is fire. There you
There you
go. Look
go.
at
There it
Parker.
is.
That
There
cover,
it
it
is.
is fire indeed.
Yeah.
So you said you started thinking about and talking about cooking.
Yeah, and I was and she looked at me with the most, and I'm gonna say the British way, the most extraordinary expression on her face, like, what does that have to do with anything? so, but after something said, bring it back in now, bring it back in, and then I did. And when I finally hung up the phone, I was like, ah! I just screamed because literally, this is a young girl's dream come true. It literally is.
I love that. Well, again, congratulations. As you can see, we are as excited for you that you have this opportunity as well. So again, congratulations. So let's talk about this cover since the Belle Calhoun, so she was talking about that this cover is fire. Tell us about this cover because it is eye-catching. I mean, I love it.
Well, one thing, my book does have biracial characters in it. So both from a French line and both have French fathers and Caribbean mothers. And I wanted to really highlight biracial ethnicity. So this is what Harlequin did. Now, this cover takes place in Louis the 15th's court. So we're talking right before the Revolution, 1771 to 1775. And it was so much fun. So in this cover, you have by Cinderella. Her name is Lilith. And forgive me because I'm not French, so I cannot speak French. There's a lot of French words in here I could not pronounce.
I
Do
saw
not
that. I was
ask
like,
me.
okay.
Don't ask me. I went to Google and said Google French, okay? And I would listen to it, repeat the word. So, but there's some French in there. And so Lilith is at a this is when they meet again, actually. It's and then the guy is Bastien, and
Okay.
Bastien, he's my devilish debonair young man there, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I love how ostentatious it looks because we're talking about the French court, and
Yes.
before the Revolution, they were highly luxurious, ornate, just over the top. I love
Yeah.
her wig. I love her wig because it shows her wig there. I personally would have had it taller. I mean, I want it to be ridiculous. Okay. I want to have bolts in there, stars coming down, but I'm pretty sure they didn't have all that, all the money for that, for this photo shoot. But oh my gosh. And then there is one historical inaccuracy here, and
Okay.
it's such a small one. She should be wearing gloves. Okay. But, you know, I can't get everything my way. You know, I couldn't get the 4-foot wig and I couldn't get the gloves. It's going to be okay. So that's the story behind the cover for sure.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us. And again, I'm with them. The cover is a fire. It is definitely eye-catching. And I want to talk about, first of all, I'm super duper excited. You know, we love a fairy tale retelling. This is the Cinderella fairy tale retelling with a twist, and it's historical fiction. I love it. I love it. Or historical romance. Can you tell us about this title? Let's talk about that. Was this your original working title, or did you throw several titles at Harlequin, or how did this title come about to be the one that is the title that we are looking at right now?
Well, the original title was The Duke's Reluctant Cinderella.
Oh.
And I actually like that title better because she really doesn't want to have anything to do with him, right?
Okay.
Because it's the last thing she really wants to do based off their history together. But when I was talking about the title, they said, well, we don't want it to seem as if he's forcing her to do something.
Okay.
So she's more defiant. And I said, well, okay. I mean, I wasn't going to complain, you know.
Right.
Like I say, you can call it Cinderella from Mars for all I care, you know. But that'd be a good one, by the way. So, but I like this as a defiant Cinderella because she does have a defiant nature.
Yeah.
And she is kind of fiery, a little spicy. Not so much where she's like overbearing, just irritating. It's not like that, but she stands on her own 2 feet. And so I thought the defiant Cinderella was much better.
Look, now, Parker, I'm just going to say this going back to this cover, okay? The Kindle does not do it justice. I keep seeing
it really doesn't.
I keep seeing you put up that print copy, and I'm like, man, that
it really doesn't. It really doesn't do it justice. It really doesn't. But you get an idea that he's just really like his intensity. That intensity is there. The model, they got the intensity, and they got her not flirtatious, but her other side, because she's an artist, and he's a duke and she's an artist, and I really loved doing it in a biracial context.
Yes,
I really loved doing that, so that was fun.
I love that. I love that. Boys and girls, if you are just joining us, if you have not done so already, stop what you're doing, like, tag, and share. Tell everybody to come over to the cafe because I am hanging out with Parker J. Cole, guys, and we're talking about her debut historical romance with Harlequin, the Duke's Defiant Cinderella, as well. Veronica Lockett says she is intrigued. And guys, you already know that, of course, we will be letting you know how you can get your hands on a copy of it. It is available now. So we'll be sharing with you how you can get your hands on a copy of that in just a bit as well. So I want to talk a little bit about what inspired, because you shared with us that it took you about 2 years to finish, or you had been working on this for about 2 years, but what inspired this story?
What inspired it was that I was talking with my agent,
okay,
and I was talking to my agent, and we had the opportunity, and we were just like, what will be a good thing? I said, well, everyone loves a Cinderella story. Everyone loves a
Mhm.
Cinderella. And I said, but what if we had a biracial Cinderella? Not necessarily just
Mm.
black, just white,
Right.
just biracial. Because we had read recently that there are some biracial actors, they don't always get a chance to be themselves, you know.
Uh-huh.
So that's really interesting. And not that you have to write to that, but I'm just saying that was something that came to mind. Then I was thinking, what if they're in the French? Because I love the French Rococo era. I don't know how you say it, but I love that era, and I
Okay.
love the costumes of that era. And I was like, what if he's a duke? That's it. Well, how could he be a duke?
Mm.
So that's how it all came to be.
Okay.
And originally, though, when one of the earlier drafts of the story was that he wasn't a duke. He was
Oh,
actually a man who had worked his way up and became part of the bourgeois class of France.
okay.
But then I said, no, I want an aristocrat. We want an aristocrat here. So I had to work to find out how he could be an aristocrat. And we went through that research, things of that nature, to just to add an authenticity to it. And
Yeah.
so that's how it happened. I got some I enjoyed it. Just the whole experience, enjoying it, especially when you look at back in the time. They're in Versailles. And Versailles, if you ever go to Paris, it's this palace that should not exist. And I'm being facetious when I say that. It is beautiful. I mean,
Uh-huh.
people from all over the world, even back then, came to come see Versailles because it was so beautiful. It was built by the Sun King Louis XIV, and he had the Hall of Mirrors. That's how they end up with the French Revolution, though, because he took the kingdom away from the poor people, left them over there.
Okay.
Next thing you know, let's cut off their heads. But that's neither here nor there. Okay. In historical romance, what I write fairy tale. I do not write realism all the time. Sometimes you just
Okay.
want to escape. Doesn't matter about what happened in real life. That's not real important.
Right.
So yeah, so this is I hope that answered your question, but that that kind of led to the idea of this book.
Nice, nice. And Parker, I definitely want you to answer LaShawn Hawk's question. She wanted to know because I know you have, gosh, she has other books that are in with other publishers or what have you guys. And first of all, Parker, your covers, guys, Parker covers are like amazing. Okay, amazing. But LaShawn wants to know: are all of your books historical fiction, or do you write any other genre as well, or just historicals?
My primary works are historical, so most of my catalog is primary. When I first started writing, I did write contemporary faith-based books, like most faith-based meaning Christian fiction. I did write a lot of Christian fiction. I still do. But it was contemporary. When I got the opportunity to write historical, it came in 2018,
Mm-hmm.
2017, something like that. And I was able to write for a MAP, which is a multiple author project.
Okay.
And from there, I started to just get this bug for it. And I started to keep writing, finding really interesting scenarios to put interesting characters in. And then with historical, you have all the protocol, you have all the restrictions, you have all the boundaries. And so you can create these really interesting characters who either overcome those or live among those boundaries, things of that nature. So most of my books are historical.
Okay. Thank you so much for answering that question for her. Now, Parker, when you think about this particular story, and even though it is a fairy tale retelling of Cinderella with a twist, what came first when it comes to this one, the Duke's Defiant Cinderella? What came first for you, these characters or the plot?
The characters, always the characters.
Okay.
I see them in my head because before he worked himself up, I saw him in a sugarcane field of
Oh,
sugarcane,
okay.
and he was looking at his father be real cruel to his mom.
Okay.
And he was like, I'm going to get more powerful enough to where you'll never hurt anyone I love again. So
Mm-hmm.
that was, I was in, and I, people get embarrassed when I say this, but it's the honest to God's truth. I get all my ideas in the bathroom. I get them all
Oh,
in the bathroom. I can
okay.
walk in the bathroom. I just get them all in the bath. I don't have to be using it. I just say I was using it. I just had to get them all in the bathroom. Okay.
Hey,
Go where you get your ideas from. If it's in the
wherever
car,
the creativity hits. Okay.
okay, in the car, if you are standing in the closet, staring, doing whatever, go where you get your ideas from. So I was sitting there and I was like, Monsieur, look, that's how these ideas came to me. I was like, Monsieur, you're a cruel person. How could you do this to my mother? And that's how I get my ideas.
Oh,
And
so
and
we
also
talk about.
I talk them out. I talk to my characters. I see them in the mirror sometimes, and she's like, I don't want to be your wife. I'll never be your wife. And he goes, you shall, mademoiselle, and whatever, And so that's not a conversation in the book, by the way. But I'm just saying, but these how the ideas come to me when I'm in the bathroom, looking in the mirror, getting my thoughts together.
Parker, that is like so super cool. And of course, with us creatives, like I'm so excited for you, and I'm extra. So I can literally imagine you, I mean, this great stories come that way that you actually talk them out, and then in your head, and then you put it, you put your fingers to the keyboard and you just let it fly. That is awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that for me. I just got so excited. I don't know if you guys, boys and girls, I was getting intrigued by, just listening to you kind of talk it out.
I do. I look in the mirror. I talk to my characters as if they are there, and sometimes I become the character. Like it's so weird. One time I had someone say, "Choke me real quick. I'm trying to do a part here. Choke me." What? I'm trying. Like, why are you not literally, not nasty choke? Get out the gutter, everybody. I'm not talking that. I'm just saying, but I wanted to get an idea. And then another time I had someone say, okay, now grab me here and do this, only because I'm trying to enact this. So I really get tactile with my stories when I'm acting them out. So that may help somebody.
It may help somebody.
It may help somebody.
It may help somebody. I love it. I love it. So you share with us that, of course, the characters came first to you for this particular story. Let's talk about them a little bit. Can you share? And I hope I'm saying her name right. Is it Lilas?
That's as good as anything.
Okay, good. Lilas. Tell us about her. If you had to describe her in 3 to 5 words, how would you describe her? And we know that she's an artiste.
Yeah, she's an artist. So she works in chaos.
Okay.
She is very passionate. She burns. She's this very vibrant, extremely vibrant woman. When you see her, she affects the room as soon as she comes in. She draws your attention to her because she's like this magnet. She draws attention to her. And of course, she's very beautiful. And that's just something that's really important to me. She's very pretty.
Okay.
And those are good words to describe her.
Nice. Now we can't leave out Bastion. I hope I'm saying it correctly.
I was saying Bastion.
Bastion.
Bastion. Look,
I feel like we're kind of getting our little French.
And you got your hat on. You got the hat on right too.
Yes.
I'm just saying. So it's a lot going on here today. But, I know you didn't plan that, but but yeah. Yes. So
I love that. Tell us about Bastion.
Bastion is upper crust. Okay. He knows what he wants. He is born of the aristocracy. He makes no apologies for it. They didn't. He's noble blood. And when he's extremely handsome, but he's also reserved. Just because he's handsome, he's not like a playboy. And that's one thing I didn't want to do. I didn't want to make him a playboy. That would have been very prevalent during that time period. So, but I definitely made him very magnetic when you see him. And he has these, I really go deep into his eyes. They're like the color topaz, or I call them lion's eyes. And that's because I met a gentleman one time who was biracial, who had these really unique eyes that were like gold drops. And I said, I'm going to use that one day. And now I can. So
okay, guys, I don't know about you guys, but we can tell that Parker is an author. Have y'all noticed all these descriptive words that he's using to describe his eyes and his appearance? I'm like, okay,
yes. The writers, we're inspired by people. We are inspired by people. So be careful. Inspired.
Now, Parker, when you think about, these characters in this book, and it could be the two that we talked about, it could be other characters in the book. Was there a character that was like, you felt like was the most interesting or fun for you to write? And then was there a character in this particular story, even though it was a retelling, that at moments gave you pause and you had to kind of take a moment and sit with it, or sit with that character as you was fleshing it out?
The character, I think, would be her stepbrother. Her stepbrother's name is Pierre.
Okay.
And he fully accepts her because she's obviously and in the book I say mulatto, and so she's mulatto and he's Caucasian, but he accepts her fully. So I really liked him. I really did. And he's fun. He doesn't take things very seriously at all. And his mother, which is her stepmother, is constantly trying to get him married off to titled women. And it doesn't matter how they look as far as their title. And when we first meet him, he's like, oh my gosh, she's hideous, And she goes, but
Dang.
she does have a big title. He's like, how can I kiss her? I can't even think about kissing her. So I really liked him. And then the other character was actually, and like I said, I've written this story several times. It's a character that didn't make into this draft, but
Oh,
his name was also Pierre. And
oh,
he was going to be Bastien's friend. And he
okay.
had a big character. But all of a sudden, I saw his character in the mirror, and he was looking across a crowded ballroom, and he sees this woman, and she has on spectacles.
Oh,
And I said, you can't be his friend. You have to have your own story. So I put him away and put someone else
okay.
in his place. So two Pierres, one didn't make it to this draft, but he will be making it to a future story. And this Pierre. So literally, and I hate to say it, white Pierre and black Pierre. they both made it impressions on me.
Wow. Well, guys, if you are just joining us, first of all, Parker J. Cole is dropping some tea about her new series as well. I am loving it. Now, is it going to be a series, Parker, or no, you have other books coming in this historical romance?
It is going to be a series. It is going to be a
Ooh.
series. Right now I'm working on that. I'll just leave it like that. I'm working
Okay.
on that.
Well, thank you so much for y'all. Let me tell you, she's dropping a tea. She's being very descriptive, and leading up to that, y'all know that we got to get a little bit of snippet, Parker. Just whatever you want to read, a short snippet for the people, enough to wet their whistles and have them hanging on the edge of their seat, ready for more of the Duke's Defiant Cinderella. So I'll let you take it from there.
Okay. I was thinking about what part to read. There's some French in here, so don't laugh. Okay, don't laugh. Bastien stared at his father. What did you say? The words came out hoarsely. I didn't quite. Mademoiselle Lillis Moreau. His father nodded to the stone still figure sitting there. Is your betrothed, Monfils? Blood pounded against his temples. Bastien couldn't prevent his voice from going up an octave. When did this happen? His father gave him a sidelong glance. The soft, understanding expression he had shown to Lillis as he told her parents' story had vanished. Some time ago. When exactly? When you were small, his father relented. We wanted a marriage to combine our houses. When we discovered Atalia was with child, we penned a contract that said in the event of a daughter's birth, we would bring you two together. Why would you do this without my consent, father? His father's gaze hardened. I don't need your consent.
Oh.
You are my son, and you'll do as you're told. I'm not horseflesh for you to breed. The Duke folded his arms. Monfils. Louis was like a brother to me as we were growing up, closer than even my own siblings. What better way to solidify our friendship than through marriage? And that's a small snippet from there. So,
Boys and girls, well, let me tell you, that is the Duke's Defiant a Cinderella that is available now. We are hanging out with Parker J. Cole, guys, and helping her to celebrate the release of her Harlequin historical romance debut as well. And of course, Parker, you know that we have to play a round of this or that, my friend. But of course, there is no right or wrong answer. It is all things according to you. Are you ready, my friend?
but of course,
All right, let's get started. Okay, Parker, are you audiobook or podcast?
podcast.
Okay. Glass half empty or glass half full?
Pass. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Half full. Half full.
Okay, let's talk tropes a little bit. Are you enemies to lovers or friends to lovers?
Oh, actually, if you want to know, it's forbidden love or taboo. I love those. Not
Oh,
weird taboo, not weird taboo, but just forbidden love. I really do like that trope. Forbidden
oh,
love. Yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
Gotcha. I love it. I love it. Look, and Mama Tony said that it sounds like a tangled web to her.
Oh, what a tangle web we weave. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes. Yes.
yes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, and of course, you know we got to ask this one here for the cafe. Are you team tea or are you team coffee?
Team tea forever. Forever. Coffee is so bitter. I know millions of people drink coffee. I'm not one of them. I one time put like 32 sugars in a coffee. It just did nothing for me. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
And guys, if you just cringed when she said 32 sugars, she also has a addiction, on again, off again, with
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew and marshmallows. Now, Parker, where are we today? Are we on with the Mountain Dew today, or we kind of in, we put it aside for a little bit?
We have put it aside for a little bit, and
Okay.
this is the reason why I'm getting older, right? And I was like, I need all my teeth. I need all of them. I don't have all of them though, but I need most of them. So
Okay.
you know how you're trying to do better. You're trying to do better. You want to ride this thing as hard as you can, and you want to keep doing. You got stuff God is giving you to do. You want to keep pushing. Want to keep
Yeah.
doing that. And part of that is taking better care of your health. And so I have been pulling back from it. I won't say I've gotten rid of it completely, because so much of what how I create has a lot to do with my state of mind.
Okay.
People say, well, you don't need that to create. You're probably right. You're probably right. There was a time when I would have disagreed with you. You're probably right, but I'm just trying to do better. I'm just trying to
Okay.
do better.
No
So,
problem.
so right now we're off. We're
Okay.
weaning off. We're weaning. Marshmallows are still there though, but we're weaning off the dew. So.
The Mountain Dew. Okay,
Mhm.
I love it. I love it. Guys, if you're just joining us, we're hanging out with Parker J. Cole. Guys, we're talking about her latest release, Defiant Cinderella. And so, speaking of that, Parker, what did you enjoy about doing a Cinderella retelling with a twist?
Who doesn't love Cinderella? I think it's one of the most widespread fairy tales through every culture possible. Cinderella being rescued by the prince in some manner. I know
Mhm.
modern retellings will have her not necessarily being rescued, but just being the belle of the ball, just being
Mhm.
the one having your day. And I think everyone deserves your day where you are the center of attention. You are the sun. You are the most beautiful thing that ever walked the face of the planet at that moment. And I think that's what I love about Cinderella, because when she has her Cinderella moment, it is magical
Yeah.
and it is beautiful, and it is what I think everyone wants. You don't have to have it every day. I don't think
Yeah.
most people want it every day. Just there are days we all go, girl, or I walked in there, people say, girl, you look good. You look like I sure do, don't I? You want that, and that's what I think I like about the Cinderella is giving her who she was a servant. So she went from being a servant to being an artist to maybe being the bride of a duke, maybe. So we don't know. And
I
so
love
she
that.
deals with that. So, but she's defiant though. So there you go. That's what I really enjoyed about that. So that's the Duke's Defiant Cinderella.
I love it. I love it. And boys and girls, the time goes by so fast. But of course, you know that we have a giveaway. I'm going to allow Parker J. Cole to tell you what the giveaway is going to be on tonight.
So for those who want a paperback copy of the Duke's Defiant Cinderella, I have 4 available. 4. I have
Four.
4.
Okay, boys and
4
girls, I
available.
love it. So, Parker, what we will do is we're gonna go up and down the comment section. You're gonna tell me when to stop. And those individuals, we're gonna do it 4 times, boys and girls. So you got 4 chances. Of course, all you had to do was to comment, and we'll be stopping on somebody's comment section, and you guys will be the winner of the Duke's Defiant Cinderella, a print copy.
Yep,
All
and
right,
I have it
I am.
autographed too.
Oh, an
Autographed.
autograph too. Got an autograph print copy. Okay, let me correct that. I love that. Okay, Parker, I am ready when you are, my friend. So the first time you're gonna tell me to stop, and I will see who that person is gonna be.
All right. Are you going now?
Uh-huh.
Stop. Okay. I was like,
Okay.
stop.
I feel like on the game show Pressure Luck.
Right, like,
LaShawn Hawks, you are the winner of a
all
copy,
right,
an autograph
LaShawn.
copy. So if you will inbox me your information, we'll get that to you. Okay, the second winner is
Stop.
Jennifer Copeland.
Oh,
Okay, and
good.
Jennifer says she took French for 3 years in high school and only remembered the greetings, but that's okay, Jennifer. You are a winner of a copy of it as well. All righty. Okay, let me get started again, Parker. All right, I'm ready.
And stop.
Louise Brown, you are the winner, my friend, of a copy of Parker's J. Cole's book. And we have one more, boys and girls.
Stop.
Veronica Lockett, you are the fourth winner of
All
the
right.
copy as
All
well. So,
right.
guys, congratulations and thank all of you for joining us, boys and girls. If you would inbox me your information, I'll be sure to get that over to Parker J. Cole, and she will get those mailed out to you. An autographed copy of the Duke's Defiant Cinderella
Oh, you know
as
what?
well.
You know what? Caitlin just said, Caitlin, just because you asked, I'm going to send Caitlin a copy too.
Caitlin, there you have it as
Send one
well.
copy.
Caitlin, we will send you a copy as well. So if you guys will inbox me your information, I would definitely be getting that over to Parker J. Cole as well. Guys, it has been amazing hanging out with Parker J. Cole, and I'm saying, and celebrating with her, the Duke's Defiant Cinderella. Guys, we are just so grateful for all of you for hanging out with us on tonight and talking about her latest release as well. So, Parker, please tell them, where can they get their hands on a copy of the Duke's Defiant Cinderella?
Bookstores everywhere.
Okay.
Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Kobo, whatever else, wherever else you can find, you can get it
There
there.
you have it, boys and girls, and it is available in ebook as well as print copy, guys.
Oh, and at Meijer, it's at Meijer. If you go to Meijer, it's on the bookshelf at Meijer and Walmart. So yeah,
it's at Meijer and Walmart as well, boys and girls. So you have a lot of places that you can get it. If you want the ebook copy, you can get you an ebook copy. If you want the print copy, you can get a print copy of that as well. And guys, after you read it, definitely leave a review. Again, like I said, I know that Parker J. Cole will be so appreciative of that as well. Parker J. Cole, my friend, how can they stay connected with you?
Just simply go to parkerjcole.com, sign up for my newsletter.
I love that, guys. Go to parkerjcole.com, sign up for her newsletter. And Parker, are you on? I know you're on Facebook. Are you on any other social media platforms that they can follow you?
I'm on Instagram, but just hit me on Facebook. I'm very active on Facebook.
There you have it, guys. Follow her here on Facebook. Don't forget to sign up for her newsletter as well. And Parker, in addition to that, can you tell them a little bit about your podcast as well?
Oh, yes. So I have been showcasing Christian authors worldwide for the past 9 years, and I'll be celebrating my 10th year anniversary next year. So
Yay!
I do that every Tuesday at 7:00 p.m.
I love it. I love it. There you have it, boys and girls. That is our show for tonight. And before we end, of course, I'm going to allow Parker J. Cole to have the last words of what she wants to say to the people.
You know, for those of you who have been like me, you want to write. You've been wanting to write for a long time. What makes this Harlequin release a little bit different than all my other releases, which I'm always grateful for, was that I was a little girl in line at the grocery store looking at those books. And I can remember being 16 and seeing Beverly Jenkins' first book, Night Song, and seeing African Americans on the cover of romances. For those out there who keep wanting to write, you can. You can. Don't let anything stop you from creating. Go ahead and write stuff, okay?
There you have it, boys and girls. There you have it. Parker J. Cole, it is always a pleasure, my friend, to have you to come and to hang out with us here at the cafe. Again, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations from us here at the Literary Cafe. We are so excited for you and proud of you at the same time as well. Guys, go out there, tell a friend, tell everybody to go get them a copy of the Duke's Defiant Cinderella by Parker J. Cole. She did spill some tea. She did let you know that it's going to be a series. So, there's more to come to that too. So you definitely want to make sure you get your hands on a copy of that. Boys and girls, that is our show on tonight. And as I always say, have an amazing day, because we're having an amazing day. And until next time, my friends, we will see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye.